Lance.
And I'm Chad, and we practice Filipino martial arts. Tonight we're going to be looking at a couple of attacks from our postmodern Arnis 1-2-5-12 drill. If you'll recall, in the first couple of videos, we looked at ways of making the number 1 and the number 2 side attacks a little bit more effective. This time we're going to look at the number 5 and number 12 attacks. Lance?
So, the original number 5 thrust, as we know, comes straight in. Chad can do a block check counter. We can see how that defense is pretty easy. The attack is pretty basic in its movement, and Chad can execute the defense and set himself up for a pretty advantageous offense right away. What can we do to change that, Chad?
So, one thing that we'll do is we'll keep the initial movement the same. We'll get our opponent to commit to defending against this, because he still has to do something. But as he's making this committed block, we're going to dip the tip out of the way and then circle our hand back up so that we can do an abanico strike instead. Not allowing him to make contact with our stick should give him a little bit of a feeling of unease, like, I meant to hit that, but it's not there anymore. So that may panic him just a bit. But the idea is the same. We dip that out of the way, we circle it up, and we can do a successful abanico there. In the context of our drill, when we've already closed to this range by virtue of the number 2 side attack, if Lance chooses to parry this thrust out of the way with his left hand, we can do the same sort of thing by avoiding contact, dipping that out of the way, and then his stick is already up, but now instead of striking you with a 12, he's forced to use it to block this abanico as he waves back out of the way a little bit. So that again, in the context of the drill, when we thrust forward, we dip that out of the way, and he has to revert to using that. And one more time, that thrust comes in, and we get to use our abanico. So we can do something similar. We can pull a similar trick with a number 12 side attack as well.
So as we know, the number 12 side basic attack comes straight down over the top. Chad can do his block check counter or umbrella block, check the hand, sets himself up for a pretty advantageous counter strike. So as Chad said, we're going to do something very similar to the 5. We're going to take our strike, and as we get that committed defense, we're going to dip out of the way and swing around for an abanico. So once more, it would look like this. And Chad is forced to defend as he waves back out of the way. Even in the context of our drill, if Chad chooses to use his empty hand, I'm still going to dip out of the way, attack with my constant moving forward and abanico. Dip and abanico, and it forces Chad to post up a defense. One last time, I can move it here and take advantage of Chad's position. So now, as we take that entire 4 attacks, put them into the drill, it's going to look something like this.
So we link them all together then, step by step. It looks like this. Lance is going to issue his first attack with the number 1 side there, and we use our single Sinawali defense. As he does his second attack, we use our same defense. We're in this range. We can use this trickier version of the number 5 attack, which ends up with abanico. And then he'll wave back in and use his new version of the number 12 strike. We'll do that a couple more times to show you how it looks a little bit more fluidly. That's all we've got for you this time. Thanks for watching.